Okay, everyone. This is Joe Hill, and I'm back. I wanted to show you guys. You went with me all the way through the whole thing of using the Remington Shine Therapy. I went from a poofy, relatively cheap, high heat wig, and look what I got. It was a mess. It was poofed out. It was nappy. I couldn't get a comb through it. And look what this did. It's a remarkable product for African American women. We needed something like this. Since I was a little girl, my mom cut my hair off and made me look like a little boy. And, granted, in my heart of hearts, I'm thinking, is this who I am? So I've worked on it for a long time, and I'm really happy with being able to wear wigs. I have my own hair. I really do. I have nice hair. It's growing. It's thick. I got edges, which I know my sister probably ain't got no hair because she grew up with that fine hair. And it was like, I wished I had it. And turns out my thick hair is really awesome for my age. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just now starting out doing these kinds of shows because I can. And because it's always just, something we've got to diversify in some ways. Not being political, not being anything, just coming on and saying what it is, testing out a product and saying what it is. That's it. And then, kind of talk about my life in and out of that. Sometimes I wear big glasses, funny glasses. I love to collect sunglasses. I did it on eBay all day long. And so, yeah, I am a master of that. But I don't do it anymore because I became addicted to eBay. That's what I should put on my subject title. Woman addicted to eBay gets better, you know. And now I'm on this wonderful place, which is YouTube. I can say, to me, it doesn't matter. I always say likes and numbers to me don't matter because in time, the show will build and the show will see and, just flood the market. And that may not even work, but I'm having fun in the process. So this is what it turned out like. I like the fact that I've got the messy PC look. You know what I mean? And yeah, it turned out great. Really did. I'm ready for the day. My husband doesn't really care. You know, he'll say, "Oh, that looks really good," or "Oh, you got a million wigs," or you know, and it's why not? Why does he have surfboards and boogie boards and fishing poles and all that stuff? And he talks about my 150 wigs. I should wear his hat. Liz. I should wear Steve's hat. It's so cute. Yeah. So I live my life every day and I'm trying very hard to get more and more settled where I don't have to do a lot of things. I spent my whole life when I had houses and, cars. I mean, you remember how it is when you're young? Even when you're young right now, you are doing what I did, possibly accumulating money and things and washing your car. I used to have a husband that every weekend we'd be out there. I'm talking about cleaning the car on the inside to where he would take a tooth thing, an ear thing, excuse me, and put it inside the speakers or, little flaps in the board on the front. And I went for that, I'm telling you. And he had to have a BMW, had to have a Porsche, had to have, every couple of years he was going and taking off, and just like putting on a pair of pants, something else. So that's what is going on. This is the hair. Do you guys like it? I like it. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play. I'm going to make sure that it looks natural. That's what you want to do. When you're doing your hair, when you're doing anything, when you're collaborating in life, young men, young women, you want to take whatever it is you have and use it to the best of your ability. Really try hard. And it doesn't take much to do it. You just make sure that the person that you emulate, because you're going to emulate somebody, should be a spiritual person and should be somebody you can learn something from. That's me. And not much shaking, huh? When you get that really nice hair, it just flows and shakes. But this is a facsimile thereof. Anybody can do it. I think real people, if you're real, the real people don't get seen. It's all the hoopla and, and we're all these little people down here trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. And I was watching this show on my neighborhood on Crenshaw. And the man was, a record producer or whatever. And he was saying how he grew up. And my husband, my husband grew up poor. But they had a house. So to him, a nice house. And he says he was poor. But he never got kicked out of the house, lived on the street. Okay? Shouldn't compare people's things, but I'm telling him, I said, poor is that kid. No food. No food. Mom used to get him Chinese slippers. It's a wonder he didn't get laughed out, but the kids, they were all alike. So when he came to play basketball in the Chinese slippers, he said he wore women's jeans with the Gloria Vanderbilt on the back. He had to wear his sister's jeans. Come on. They had no food. And where they lived was like a bombed out Cambodia. Okay? So when we go to look and see and say, okay, well, you didn't get enough to eat. How about you had nothing to eat? Even if somebody that lived next door to you or your family's friend fed you, you got fed. So I was watching the show, and I'm going to go back and finish it because it is very interesting to watch how a person's life. I showed, if you go to jw.org, there's a video that shows of a gentleman. It's called Prison to Prosperity. He learned the truth in prison, got baptized in prison. Now, how much did Jehovah want to help him? Always talk about on YouTube, there's a brother, Brother Sidley. He has talks that are on. People put these things on because, they're so enamored with what they're watching and listening to. Brother Dan Sidlick and his wife, they worked in the bombed out, torn, cracked, everywhere environment in Bedford-Stuyvesant. You know, when Bed-Stuy has gotten a little better, but back in the day when these brothers were growing up, it was hard. And you had someone like Brother and Sister Sidlick that went to the neighborhood. They were not scared. They knocked on them doors and they built a Kingdom Hall right in the middle of this poor, war-torn, gang-infested, drug-infested area. And he said that Kingdom Hall shined like a light in the darkness. The kids, the ladies that went to the Kingdom Hall dug the ditches so they can put the plumbing down. They didn't have somebody to do it, and the sisters did it. He said that Kingdom Hall is the most beautiful thing you see in Bedford-Stuyvesant. And I really hope that people that I know, that my niece, Kyra, I want her to go and check out Jehovah because time is short. Nobody knows the day and the hour. But wouldn't it be better to prepare yourself for what's coming? Anyway, that was the hair. And if you like it, go down there and push like or love. I love you. And we'll see how it goes. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for being with me on The Joe Will Show. Joe will do. Joe will. She'll talk to you. Yes.